Who the fuck thought including this title was a good idea? Okay, now guys, what can I say about this piece of shit challenge? You need to basically defeat all the great warriors barehanded in a sequence without using any items or using a weapon. It's a blasted nightmare. I suppose you can create a build in order to work with your barehanded damage or critical resistance when your health is very low, but creating a build just to complete this fucking challenge seems pretty stupid to me. Anyway, as you see here, what I mainly try to do is use a specific ninjutsu technique composer that will be showing you in the end of the vid in order to counter parry these assholes hits as they're coming for me. It's an arduous process, requires lots of concentration and lots of time. You might end up fighting them for the better part of 15 minutes, whilst you will need to keep your calm, keep your cool, and be very consistent with your counterattacks as you see here. You will find composure in the lower part of the ninja training tab. You will need this and the barehanded damage next to it in order to stand a better chance of doing it. Of course, a lot of parrying, trial and error and exercise is required to maximize your chances. So a couple of rules apply no matter how you approach it. First and foremost, use the Tanuki Guardian Spirit because it will give you a safety net. When you get to lower than 30% HP critical, it will start healing you with a buff that stays with you for approximately 30 seconds, I think. I'm not very sure about that. Whilst you have said buff, you will continuously heal, and if you go above critical and then below critical again, the buff will instantly refresh and keep healing you. So what you actually have to avoid is getting shredded by the enemies whilst you're trying to recuperate and recover your strength. Second basic rule is you never actually go to these guys offensively. You just stand your ground, wait for them to come to you and parry their attacks. What you will learn during attempting to gain this title is that the stances used really matter in this case. I think Tecmo Koei included this title in order to teach every player how to parry and prepare them for the PvP. When you see an enemy in high stance, you will want to wait a fraction of a second before you attempt the parry. When you see them in medium stance, you have to parry immediately as they come towards you. And when you see the low stance, you have to parry a fraction of the second before they are in melee range. It will take a bit of practice to get used to it, but as you progress with your cancerous experience, it will become slightly easier with every single step. Third rule, use the Yagyu set up to the point where you unlock the extended parry animation. This will make a hell of a difference when you try to complete this. As you see, I'm wearing slippers right now. It's actually the Yagyu leg gear. I don't have it refashioned, I don't have a good roll on it, I just wear it to get the perks I need to have extended parry animation. Last but not least, when the enemy gets his key at 0, they will not attempt to block you, they will not attempt to attack you, they will just step back. After you perform a counter that depletes their key, go forward, use a single jab, and you will be able to get them in a vulnerable state. Then you kick them with your heavy attack, throw them to the ground, and perform a finishing blow on them. That will deal approximately 500 damage if you're about level 300. It's nothing special, but if you add it up, it might make the difference between life and death. So those 4 pointers should be taken into consideration when you attempt this challenge. Out of the whole bunch, Kozen has to be the most annoying. That's because his Kusari Gamma gives him a lot of range, so you will have to stay close to him and attempt to parry as soon as you see him move. It will not be the easiest of things to do right now because some of his movements have a wind-up time and he will use skills as well, like the blade spin. It will take a bit of practice and patience, but trust me, you can pull it off with a Tanuki. Eventually he will go down like the rest of them. Yagyu will be the last. As soon as you take him out, you will get the title and bragging rights for this tomorrow's achievement. I was level 340 something, if I remember correctly, when I did this. 335, so you should be able to do it around this level without much trouble. Again, I will show you the skill here at the end of the vid, guys. You want this extended parry animation here by using the Yagyu set. Hope you found this useful. Subscribe, like and share if you did, it really helps a lot. I will be covering everything in the new content of Neo. Until next time, be well, stay frosty and always strive for perfection. Cheers.